The wind howls like a hungry wolf across the endless expanse of ice. In a world sculpted by frost and ruled by giants, a lone figure pushes forward. This is Anya, a mother from an age-long past, and bundled against her chest, shielded from the biting cold, is her son, Kale. They are the last of their clan, survivors of a brutal mammoth hunt that went horribly wrong. Now, a far greater threat looms a blizzard, a white fury descending from the gray skies, promising to swallow everything in its path. Anya's promise to her dying partner echoes in her mind. Keep him safe, lead him to the sun. This is not just a story of survival, it's a story of a mother's love, a force more powerful than any Ice Age storm. Their journey is a desperate race against time. The landscape is a treacherous maze of towering glaciers and deep crevasses, each step a gamble. Anya's eyes, sharp and accustomed to this harsh world, scan the horizon. She's searching for the Sunstone Caves, a legendary shelter her ancestors spoke of in hushed tones around flickering fires. But the storm is closing in fast. Snowflakes, once gentle, now whip against her face like tiny shards of glass. Kale, nestled in his fur wrappings, begins to stir and whimper, his small body feeling the encroaching chill. Anya pulls him tighter, her own warmth a fragile shield against the world's cold heart. "Hush, little one," she murmurs, her voice a low, steady rhythm against the wind's shriek. "Mother is here!" We are almost there. But as she looks ahead, all she sees is a swirling wall of white. Hope is a flickering flame, threatening to be extinguished. Desperation fuels her. The storm is a living entity, roaring and clawing at them. Visibility drops too near zero. Every landmark she had memorized is now erased, buried under a fresh blanket of relentless snow. Panic, cold and sharp, tries to grip her heart, but she shoves it down. For Kale, she must be strong for Kale. She spots a dark shape, a jagged overhang of rock knot to Sunstone Caves. But a chance. It's a shallow alcove, barely a dent in the massive ice wall, but it offers a sliver of respite from the wind's direct assault. She scrambles inside, collapsing against the frozen rock, her lungs burning. She checks on Kale. His face is pale, his lips tinged with blue. The cold is seeping in. She knows this meager shelter won't be enough. The blizzard will outlast their body heat. Her mind races, sifting through generations of ancestral knowledge. Fire. They need fire. But her flint and tinder are damp, useless. A chilling realization dawns upon her. Their only hope lies in a different kind of warmth, a more primal, more sacrificial kind. She looks around the alcove, her gaze falling upon the packed snow and ice at their feet. An idea, born of pure maternal instinct, takes root. It's a desperate, unthinkable plan, but it's the only one she has left. With renewed determination, she begins to work. Her hands, already numb, digging and carving at the frozen ground. She is building them a tomb or a cradle, a final, desperate sanctuary. Using a shard of flint from her pouch, Anya carves blocks of dense, wind-packed snow. Her movements are frantic, yet precise. She is building an igloo, or something like it, a snow shelter, small and enclosed, just big enough for the two of them. It's a race against the creeping numbness in her own limbs. The wind outside seems to mock her efforts, trying to tear away the very blocks she puts in place. Kale is quiet now, too quiet. His shallow breaths are puffs of white in the frigid air. Fear propels her, block by block. The walls rise around them. Finally, she crawls inside the tiny, dark space, pulling Kale with her, and seals the entrance with a final block of snow. They are plunged into an eerie silence, the roar of the blizzard now a muffled, distant rumble. It is dark, cramped, and terrifyingly cold. But it is their only chance. Inside the snow dome, the air is still, but the temperature continues to plummet. Anya knows that even this shelter is not enough to fend off the deep, killing cold of the Ice Age night. Kayla's shivering has almost stopped, a dangerous sign. There is only one source of heat left. With a heavy heart, she begins to remove her own outer layers of thick animal peltsta. Very furs keeping her alive. She wraps them around Kale, swaddling him in layer after layer until he is a small, warm cocoon. She then pulls him against her bare skin, her arms encircling him, her body a final, living furnace. "I love you, my little son," she whispers into his hair, her breath frosting in the air. "You will see the dawn." She closes her eyes, focusing all her remaining energy, all her love, into a single purpose: to transfer her life's warmth into his small body. The cold sinks its teeth into her, but she does not flinch. Her promise is all that matters. Time loses meaning in the suffocating darkness. Is it ours? Is it a lifetime? Anya drifts in and out of consciousness, her world shrinking to the steady, faint beat of Kale's heart against her chest. When his begins to falter, hers seems to beat stronger, willing it to continue. She hums ancient lullabies, her voice a weak, cracked whisper. She tells him stories of the sun, of green valleys, of a world without ice. She's building a world for him with her last breaths, a world he must live to see. Outside, the blizzard rages on, oblivious to the monumental sacrifice being made within a tiny dome of snow. Anya's body grows colder and colder, her own life's fire dimming, but the small bundle in her arms remains miraculously, stubbornly warm. This is the ultimate act of love, a mother becoming a shield, a flame, a living promise against the encroaching darkness. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the muffled roar of the wind begins to soften. A faint, ethereal blue light starts to filter through the snow-packed walls of their shelter. The storm has broken, dawn is coming. Anya's eyes flutter open one last time. She can feel a faint stirring in her arms. "Kale," he whimpers, a sound of life, not of distress. A single tear traces a path down her frozen cheek. She has done it. She has kept her promise. Her grip on him loosens as the last of her strength fades away. Her final thought is not of the cold or of the darkness, but of her son's face, bathed in the light of a new day. She has led him to the sun. As the morning sun climbs higher, its rays begin to melt the outer layers of the snow shelter. A small hand pushes through the weakening wool, followed by a head of tangled dark hair. Kale, cocooned in his mother's furs, crawls out into a world of blinding white and brilliant blue. The air is crisp and still. The world is born anew. He is alone, yet not alone. He carries within him the warmth of his mother's sacrifice, the strength of her love, the echo of her promise. He looks up at the sky, at the sun she had told him about, and takes his first steps into the future she gave him. Her body remains beneath the ice, a silent monument to a love that defied an ice age and transcended time itself, a love that ensured the dawn would always come. This story, passed down, not in words but in our very DNA, is a testament to the enduring power of a mother's love. It's a reminder that in the face of the harshest challenges, the instinct to protect, to nurture, and to sacrifice for the next generation is the most powerful force of all. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If this story moved you, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from our incredible shared past. We'll see you in the next one.